I am officially down 100 pounds. Yeah. I know some of you in the front are looking at me right now like, well, how big were you? I know. Hercules. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, let me tell you what happened. Basically, I found out I was a little sick. I was diagnosed about 2 years ago, type 2 diabetic. Now, I maxed out at 445 pounds. Yeah, that's way past fluffy, okay? Let's be honest, that's not even, damn! 445 pounds, that's borderline Discovery Channel fat. That was like, I couldn't leave the house, you know?
He wants to go to the movies.
It was really bad, you guys, and so I was waking up every morning with a 300 plus sugar level. Now, anyone who knows anything about diabetes, that is super high. And you do that enough times and eventually, clear.
It's so hard to say goodbye. They buried him in frosting. It was the sweetest funeral ever. Everyone got a cupcake. It was so nice.
I'm at the doctor's office, you guys, and the doctor tells me, he says, listen, Gabriel, you're 445 pounds, your weight is out of control, your diabetes is out of control, you're 35 years old, you will not live another 2 years. I guarantee it. And I got very emotional, you know, I was like, are you serious? He goes, 2 years tops. And I was like, but I just started making money. Well, it's gonna be a nice funeral. I was like, what an ass. So it took a lot for me to finally start doing something about it, you know, because it's not like this is the first time I try to lose weight. This has been happening for a long time, but somebody tells you you're gonna die, you actually wake up. So what it took was, it took the support of my friends, my family, and, you know, especially, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Martin, you guys, helped me out so much because he's always encouraging me to go to the gym. Let's go work out, bro. Let's go do something. And more importantly than let's go work out is, you know, we're on the road together 46 weeks out of the year, so we eat together a lot, and he's always watching what I eat. And if he sees me reaching for something I shouldn't mess with, he checks me, especially breakfast. That's my favorite meal. I love breakfast. And they always put us at these nice hotels where they give us this continental breakfast with the buffet, and, you know, if I'm eating eggs and bacon and sausage, that's fine. Yes, some of it's fattening, but guess what? No sugar. If Martin sees me reaching for muffins or waffles, he makes a scene. He waits for me to get about 15 feet away, and he starts yelling in front of all the people at the restaurant. Oh yeah, he's still ghetto. I don't care if it's a Ritz-Carlton. Guess what? Machete's here. He starts yelling. He waits for me to get 15 feet away, and then he starts. Really, bro? You're gonna put that in your mouth, Fluffy? You know what that's gonna do to your body? Hey, have some self-respect. And he makes me cry at breakfast. I'm sad. I'm like, I don't want the muffin. I don't want it. I don't want the muffin. I'm not a little whore. I'm not a little whore. But see, that is a real friend who would check me and remind me, hey, bro, get mad at me all you want. I just want you to live. And I gotta respect that. That's why I love that dude, you know? And in turn, sometimes I gotta check Martin. Yeah. Believe me, you guys, it goes both ways. Sometimes I have to check him, not about his weight, but he has his demons too. You know, oh, believe that. Yes, sometimes there's limited space at the hotels where we're staying at. So sometimes we gotta double up on a room. And every now and then, Martin will bring some random girl to the room at 3 o'clock in the morning, wakes me up. I gotta look at him and say, really, bro? You're gonna put that in your mouth? Do you know what that's gonna do to your body? Hey, have some self. He doesn't, he really doesn't. This is cool. You guys are really warming me up for the Tonight Show. I did it once before, and it was kind of funny because I took my mom with me, and we're hanging out backstage, right, and stuff, and Jay Leno walked in, and he was so nice, right? He's like, hey, Gabriel, how you going? Welcome to Tonight Show. We're going to have a great time. Everything's going to be great. Is this your mom? Right? Oh, you guys know who Jay Leno is now, huh? So my mom was like, no, are you the one in charge? I'm like, no, mom, please don't do that. Don't mess around. No, I got this one. Don't worry. I know him. I've seen him on TV before. Hey, you big chin. I'm talking to you. No! He was so cool. Mr. Iglesias, very nice for you to come out to the show. Support your son. This is great, fabulous. He gets my mom loaded with margaritas. So as soon as I come out, you hear Jay Leno go, ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel Iglesias. And I come out, right? I'm like, what's up? And you hear my mom, go, Miko! My mom, the big supporter. She's happy. She is, man, because at first she wasn't too hot on the whole idea of me doing comedy. Some of the biggest dreams I had, one of them was to do the Apollo in Harlem, New York. I told my mom I was gonna do it. She goes, mijo, te van a hacer boo. They're going to think it's Halloween because you hear the boos. And I go and I did the Apollo. And I did good. I haven't done that material yet because you guys are still... No. Now I'm kind of tooting my own horn, in which case I shouldn't be doing that. It kind of, I don't know, as a comedian, we rely on the chuckle, the ha-ha, the hee-hee, even the... Well, some of you guys, sir, you've been giving me this one the whole night. You guys don't realize I can see everybody here, man. I can see you fondling her leg, dude. I've been watching that. I can see everything in here, man. I'm not one of those comics who has to stick to his show. I will let you guys know, you guys are not having the best of times with me. I can pull some CDs out too, and they still got the price tag on them, but magic, comedy. I used to have a guitar, but I broke it. It was one of those little ones that ding, ding. I can't sing, man. Even though I have the last name Iglesias, you'd figure I'd be able to hold a note, but no. I can, and I always get that. Are you related? Are you related? I'm thinking about just dropping the name. But sometimes it works at hotels, like they hear the last name Iglesias, and all of a sudden, ooh, everybody wants to see who's there, and it's like, yeah, it's me and my dad, but he's in the car. He doesn't want to be bothered, so they give me all the cool treatment and stuff. I was in Vegas, I got free cookies, it was good. I gotta milk it for whatever I can, man. I have to. See, up to this point, we have agreed on how we raise our son. But in this situation, she's trying to protect him from the world. I'm trying to prepare him for the world. If he cannot handle me raising my voice to get his attention, to see the bigger picture, he's not ready for a world that doesn't care about his feelings. So I say, you know what? I gotta have a one-on-one with him. I gotta have a one-on-one without... So I take him out to the movies. We get in the car, we take off. Little 20-minute drive, okay? As we're driving, I figure I'll have a little one-on-one with him. Maybe this way it doesn't feel like a talk. I thought he understood what I was trying to say. It's late, we're leaving the movies, we're pulling out of the parking structure, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a cop car. And I made a sound, I was like, ugh. And Frankie goes, what is it, Dad? I said, there's a cop at the light. What are you worried about? He's gonna stop us. How do you know? Watch. I made that left turn. Frankie's losing it. It's happening! I said, relax. I pull over. Cop pulls up from behind. Immediately, driver, windows down. Driver, hands out the window.
Serious?
Both of them. I can't, I'm fat! He gets to the window. And he's got the flashlight, and he shines the light right in my face. He's like, license? Yeah. Here. He takes the license, and then, of course, do you know why I stopped you? Officer, no, I don't, but I'm sure you're about to tell me. You don't have a front plate on your car. I said, officer, you're absolutely right. I do not have a front plate on my car, but my name is actually on the front of the car. Excuse me, my name is on the front of the car. I own a 2012 Ford Flex, and the Ford Flex has the actual word flex written on the hood. I have a friend who does custom automotive work, and he took all the letters off the car except for the letter F, and he made letters so that it spells fluffy on the hood. Okay? Yeah, it sounds impressive. You can do it too for like $23. It's not that bad. They're like refrigerator magnets. You can even move them. Like one day a letter flew off and it said Foofy. Look at me, que pendejo. I know, stupid, right? So the officer walks around to the front of the car and he takes his flashlight and he shines the light right on the hood. And he does this, he goes, I knew it! And my son goes, what does that mean? I said, that means we get to go. Oh, Houston, for the first time in a long time, my son was actually impressed by something that I did. You gotta figure, this is not impressive to my son because he grew up in this environment, okay? You saw that, right? I saw that's like the third one I've seen. It's like stuff keeps, people upstairs from Tombow, keep talking. All right, I'll tell you guys what happened. Shakira performed here a few days ago, and Shakira has an amazing show, okay? She doesn't just come out and I think I just hurt myself. But there's a part of her show where all of a sudden it goes, and there's cannons with confetti that shoot everywhere, right? And I think that was leftover Shakira. Yeah. Can we edit out the part where I burned 800 calories? Oh my God. So where was I? Oh, this does nothing for my son. And the reason why I say that is because he grew up in this environment. He's been to 1,000 shows. He's seen me on TV 1,000,000 times. It's not a big deal. But the fact that I got stopped by a cop and the cop recognized me and geeked out and let us go, I earned street cred with my kid. Yeah, Frankie was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, hell yeah, cuz, that's right. You better recognize, player. We get home, he woke up his mom. Mom, you should have seen it. We got stopped by the cops. Are you okay? Yeah, they recognized Dad and they let us go. And she stayed quiet. And I told her, huh? I got recognized. And she said, ah. Yeah, some people, like I said, they know how to handle their alcohol. Me, I can't drink. I cannot drink. I've been drunk like, 3 times in my life. I knew I was drunk. First of all, on my 21st birthday, I got loaded in El Paso, Texas, right? I was on stage, I was performing, sweating and stuff. I smelled like chicharrones. Pork rinds, forgive me. Really good too. Anyway, I got on stage, right? And one of the waitresses was waiting for me. She's like, hey, but what's up? Are you going to have a drink now? It's your 21st birthday? I'm like, okay, give me something, right? They gave me this drink. I think it's called a cum drop. It's like, let me explain the drink to you before you start freaking out. It's a bunch of different layers of alcohol, right? And it's just lined up. And, it's a real sweet drink. She hands it to me. I don't know how to drink, so I drink it like a soda, right? I killed it, and I just handed it back to her, and I knew I messed up because she was like, uh-oh. I'm like, that was good. Can I have another one? Really? Okay. So I was a bartender. Gabriel wants another one, and I knew I messed up because he was like, shit. So I got the second one, and I slammed it the same. About 10 minutes go by, I was gone. I knew I was drunk because people were backing up going, he's gonna fall! I don't deal well with alcohol. I don't know. That's not my thing. Drinky. Well, the women are the ones you gotta watch out for. Because, guys get mad, they get happy. Women, you never know what's gonna happen. They can plan out the whole night.
Okay, listen, this is what's gonna happen. Okay? We're all gonna go out tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun, all right? Listen, I have the band tonight. I'll take care of all of you, okay? Listen to me when I'm talking to you, okay? Come here. We're all gonna go together. We're gonna go to the club. It's gonna be great. I'll take care of everyone. Let's go.
Get in the van. Get to the club. Get out the car. Walk inside the club, right? At the end of the night, the one girl who was trying to get everything together, organized, making sure everything is okay, is the one who acts the stupidest out of everybody because she managed to get a hold of a drink and then just started hitting it from there. And then she's the one who winds up at the end of the night stumbling out of the club by herself because she managed to piss off all of her other friends and they took her car, right, so she wouldn't drive. So all of a sudden you see her walking out at the end of the night like,
Oh my God. Oh shit. I'm so fucked up. Where the hell did you bitches go?
So let me give you a heads up as to what has happened since the last time I did a special. My son Frankie is now 19 years old. 19 years old, high school graduate. He has all his shots, ladies. People tell me all the time, why do you talk about your son so much? Because he won't leave. Does he like it when you talk about him? I said, no, he hates it. Well, why do you do it? Because he won't leave. I'll tell you what he likes to do right now. He likes to sit around the house and watch videos of other kids playing video games. See, some of you are clapping. I didn't know that was an actual thing. I asked him, what are you doing? I'm watching other kids playing video games. I said, that's really? Why? Well, they're professionals. I'm like, why would you watch something that you could be doing? Because they're professionals. That's dumb. Really, Dad? Every Sunday, I see you watching football. How come you don't play? I didn't even argue. I just cut off the internet. My son's problem right now is that he has, according to him, too many options. Okay, that's his problem. I'm like, poor guy. I have so many options, Dad. I don't know what to do. Write them down. Put them on a wheel. Freaking. Today, plumber. Something. The problem is we go places, people find out he is my son, and then they offer him opportunities. He doesn't understand that that's not how the real world works. I know about struggling and clawing and fighting for the opportunity to do something. He doesn't get it yet. And that's my fault. For example, I take him and his mom out to dinner, okay? I took them both to Red Lobster. Now, Houston, me personally, I love Red Lobster, okay? And not even for the seafood. I'm talking about the biscuits. Oh, yeah. So we're sitting there and we're having a conversation with our son about life, opportunity. What does he want to do with himself? And as we're talking to him, the manager from Red Lobster walks over to our table. And he's being really cool, right? He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He looks at my son. Is this the infamous Frankie? I said, why, yes, it is. He just graduated. Congratulations. And he's looking for a job. The manager goes, oh, say no more. And he gives my son a business card. And then he starts to say, listen, Frankie, this is all you have to do. Just go online and fill out the application. Once it's registered, call me personally, and I'll see to it that you get an interview. The only position we have available right now is for a host, but there's plenty of room for opportunity here at Red Lobster. Besides, you got one hell of a reference. And then he walked away, and I was like, oh my God. I'm gonna get free biscuits. My son looks at me and says, I don't want to work at Red Lobster. I said, Frankie, no one is making you work anywhere. This is just another opportunity that you're wasting. Okay, no Red Lobster. What's your plan? Oh, I don't know. I got frustrated, so I raised my voice. Well, you better start thinking. His mom didn't like that. Don't talk to him like that. I said, look, biscuit blocker.